Hello, welcome to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. Yeah, we thank God. Anyways, today I'm going to teach you how I prepare my palava sauce or kontomire stew. It is similar to egusi, but the process of preparing it is different even though we have the same ingredients for preparing this. Okay, so stay tuned as I take you through the ingredients. Okay, so for this recipe, you need some meat, okay? I'm using beef because that's what I prefer. You can use fish, anything. Yeah, it's your choice actually. And also the main ingredients here is the spinach. I'm using spinach, but then authentically I'm supposed to use taro leaves, that's kontomire leaves or cocoyam leaves, okay? But we don't have some here in Ukraine, so I'm using spinach. And my next ingredient is the egusi, and then my blended natural spice, which consists of ginger, garlic, and aniseed seeds. You know, these are my three best natural spice. I also have my blended tomatoes here, and also some blended onions. Okay, and I have some eggs here too as well. Even though I'm using egusi, I still have some eggs here because I just love the two. I can't use one without the other. But you can use only the eggs. You can also use only the egusi. It's all up to you. And I'm also using some smoked fish. Okay. I actually made this myself. If you want the recipe, I'm going to show you guys later on. It's very easy to do it, okay? And here too, I have some tomato puree, yeah, and I also have some sliced onions here. Like I told you in my last video, you need to like slice them into different shapes. The one you use to boil the meat is supposed to be in smaller pieces, and then the still bigger ones are the bigger pieces, okay? There's actually no theory behind this. I just love doing it that way. I also have my palm oil here, yeah, but some people actually use vegetable oil. It's your choice actually, but then if you want the authentic taste, you need to get a palm oil, not vegetable oil. I also have some spices here. This is chicken spice for the boiling of the meat. Even though my meat is beef and not chicken, I just love the spices. I can't do away with it, but you can use any spices of your choice. I also have some dry herrings here. I just love it in my kontomire stew, and some curry too. You can't do away with curry when you're making kontomire stew. I also have my onga spice here. I love this particular spice in my kontomire stew. That is optional anyway, and a salt to taste. Finally, I also have my pepper. Yeah, basically that's it. So I'm going to start by boiling my meat. So I'm going to season it with some chicken spice, like I told you earlier, and then my natural spice, as well as blended onions, and then my sliced onions. Basically, that's it. Whilst we wait for our meat to boil, let's start with the stew. At this point, you need some more money. But Iradia, unya mo money bi pa, but me ni bio. You bear any day. Okay, so since I don't have more money, I'm going to use this tolo beef. I made it myself. We pa unya wa mo papa bi na tolo beef shima. Chai, ekoyi ankasa. So sorry, my Nigerians, or if you're not a Ghanaian, maybe you don't know this tolo beef. It is something we really cherish in Ghana, okay? But don't worry, okay? I'm going to bring the recipe to you guys very, very, very soon, okay? Stay tuned for this recipe. It is simply amazing, okay? When you add it to your rice, you would love it, okay? So I'll bring the recipe to you very soon. It's simple. It's very, very simple, but there's a way you have to go about it to get it taste in a different way, even though it's beef, but then you have to go about it a certain way to get the taste that I'm talking about. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so while we wait for our stew to simmer for some time, let's mix our egusi. Okay, I'm going to add water and then mix it together to form a paste. You don't want your paste to be too watery. It has to be normal, okay? If I say normal, I mean not too thick and not too thin or not too watery, okay? Yeah. Okay, so I'm adding my egusi to my stew now. To get that crumble effect, after adding it, you have to cover it for some time before you stir it. You don't stir immediately you put the egusi in the stew, okay? So you see, this is what I'm talking about. Then afterwards, you stir it gently, okay? So you still get the crumbling effect. So if you have eggs, you can add the eggs now at this point. But then if you are using just egusi, then you just go ahead with the rest of the procedure. Keep mixing my words up. Sometimes I say egusi, like the Nigerian is. Sometimes I say agushi or agusi, whatever. But it is, in Ghana, we call it agushi or akatsua. Yeah, so Nigerians call it egusi. Pronunciation is quite similar. Okay, so don't mind me if I call it differently at a point. So this is the effect I'm talking about. Okay, you know the egusi gave it an effect, the egg also gave it an effect, like different effects, and the taste, they all add different taste to it. That's why I like using both. Okay, try it and thank me later. So at this point, I'm going to add my beef to it and then add my spinach, and that's so okay. I'm adding the spinach last because it doesn't take long to cook and I want to retain all the nutrients. Okay, you don't have to overcook your spinach. So after adding my spinach, I'm going to cover it for some time and then for it to simmer, okay, for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then the last thing I'm going to add to my, not the last because it's last but one, it's my onga seasoning, the classic seasoning. It is for kontomire and it tastes perfect when you use it. And then afterwards, I'm going to add just some sliced onions to my stew just for garnishing. Yeah, so basically that's it. That's the end. You can eat this with rice, yam, plantains, in fact, anything. Okay. Okay, so there's the onga seasoning I was talking about. Okay, as you can see, it looks so beautiful. The stew, the outcome is on point, and it looks like egusi. Okay, but the processes and how we prepare egusi and then how we prepare kontomire stew is different. Okay, so I'm going to bring you egusi recipe in my next, maybe in my next video or in my next two videos. I can't really tell, but just stay tuned for my egusi recipe. Okay, so you can know the difference. Thank you so much for sticking with me. God bless you for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And if you enjoyed this video, click on the like button and also comment to the comment section below if you didn't understand anything. Okay, God bless you and have a lovely week ahead. Bye.